How do? Spotlight Saturday for you. For those who don't know, the Spotlight Saturday is anything cool that comes through the workshop. We'll put it on the bench and we'll have a nerd out. We'll see what it's made of. Go through it all and just give you a look at something that you might not see every day. Today we are going to be talking about one of these. Now I know a lot of dudes probably went, it's a Strat. Nay. It's way cooler. This is an 80's. 84? Yeah, 84. Boxer series Strat. MIJ, made in the Fujigen factory. So you instantly know it's going to be sick. This is a cool guitar. This is a really cool guitar. Full disclosure, I've already done this intro once already. Done all the setup work and sat playing it for an hour. It's cool. It's so cool. So I brought a new microphone for the camera. It didn't work, so I'm having to reshoot this. So I'm also having to remember what I said so I don't repeat myself. Which is hard when you don't script anything. But this is cool. Comes with the Fender S1 Trem. Charlotte made. You're going to struggle to find spare parts for them. They're cool. Hard to find parts for. Didn't come with a bar. The owner found one in the States, and I think that was quite expensive for what it was. Like, it's just that. If you're a machinist, you could probably make that, but I'm not. So if you're a machinist, there's probably a market in making obscure Fender parts. Just guitar parts in general. Dog's having a moment. Right. The guard's been swapped out. Generally they're black, but the tortoiseshell with the cream. Chef's kiss. That looks good, doesn't it? Black neck. Black matching headstock. It's just a cool guitar. They did a few variations. You got the 555 and the 556, which is the HH HSS, and I can't remember what model number it is, whether it's the 555, 554 or 557. Can't remember off the top of my head now. That's the HSH, but they're all cool. They're like Fender's take on like super Strat kind of things. There's a few other oddities that came out at the same sort of time. There's like a metal series. There's a contemporary series, which are cool, and then some really obscure stuff. You've got the Katana and the Performer, which is a offset Strat pointy thing. Looks cool. Sort of slanted humbuckers in it as well. They're really cool. If anyone local happens to have a Katana or one Performer, hit me up. I want to have a look. And it'd be cool to document it on here, wouldn't it? It'd be cool to see if I could get one for the Trade Up Tuesday, wouldn't it? There's an idea. I was thinking junior, but let's get on with this. Right, spec-wise, 2 humbuckers. There's more about that later, so remember not to keep talking about it. 12-inch radius neck, which is cool from a Fender in it, and medium jumbo frets. I can see these already been leveled a couple of times, so I'm not going to go nuts with giving it a fret level. There's no wear up here. There's just a few little high spots dotted about. So we're just going to take care of them, recrown it, polish it, job done, rather than hogging even more material off. My only gripe about this guitar, because it is a killer guitar. Like, I know they reissued them a while back, but I haven't had a reissue in to see. If you can get one of these are really cool. Is they put the locking nut past the nut, which from a playing point of view doesn't really change anything. From a setup point of view, it's a pain in the arse. because it's right by the truss rod. Like there's no access to that. Like this has to come off in order to do anything, which is a faff. But that's enough of me rambling. Let's flip you round. Let's get on with the rest of the video. Yeah, let's do that. Right then. Closer look of the Fender S1 floating trim. Pretty cool, isn't it? I'll find the strings. In your own time, Simon. There we go. There we go. That's the end of it. So it's nothing super special, but hard to find. If you're a machinist, there's probably a business in that, making obscure guitar parts. What else have we found? Don't really need a maple shim like that when it's got that. I'm guessing, dog's on one. Guessing someone didn't really realise what that was for, or didn't want to use it. Either way, we'll be sacking that off because you should really be using a full pocket shim. And there's an argument for whether that's doing damage to it. But there's also that metal doodad there for it to push against. I shall let you and the internet argue about that. Under the pick guard, now, I thought this was a 555, but it's 556. The 556s were HSS. I knew the scratch plate had been changed, so these aren't the stock pickups. So no idea what they are because there's no markings on them, which is super handy. The wiring's all them tiny little pots and import switch and all that, but besides there's a lot of wire. It's clean work, does what it's supposed to, but we'll shoot some cleaner and all that and make sure they're all working. The pickups themselves, the bridge pickup is hot as fuck. 17k for the bridge pickup. 14.5 for the neck. That's pokey, isn't it? Yeah, it's cool. Alright, sack that off, clean all that, put it back together, dial the nut in, then work it out, put that thing back on it, which is going to be fun. Done. Get a good angle. There we go. Shiny frets, all ground and polished. Spot fold out the high ones. Like I said, I think they've been levelled a couple of times, so I don't really want to go taking any more off if I don't have to. So there's only a couple of little high spots, so I've just dressed those out and ground it and polished it. It's a cool guitar. Trem's really cool. weird but cool. One thing I do really like about it is these are threaded, the little screws that adjust the intonation points, which means you can just crack that off and then you can dial it in and out. Why can't all Floyds be as easy as that? That's genius. Why is that not on everything? Charlotte did good on that. Putting the nut there is still fucking stupid. Once it's set up, it's fine. So whoever owns one, buys one, whatever, don't be put off by it. It's your tech's problem, which is me in this case. In order to sort of dial in the relief in the neck, you've got to take all this off, string it to tension, get everything dialed in, back everything off attention, then either restring it, or in this case, because we're just dialing everything in and now I'm going to restring it again, try and faff around threading that over the top of the strings and then getting the clamps to do up underneath it. It's doable, like you just have to screw that in and push everything in and line it all up, but it's a faff. That could have been thought out better. That is my only gripe about this guitar. The rest of it is absolutely sick. It's straight rock and roll. I love it. Pickups do rock and roll things. Floyd does rock and roll things. It's cool. You should buy one. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.